But that's okay.
Hey there guys, welcome to today's Captain's Vlog. It's 10:05 hours, April 29th, Wednesday. We're here with Harvey.
I am freaking the fuck out.
So, why are you freaking out? Because most people don't know what you do for a living.
I'm a locksmith by trade. I've been doing it for about 8 years. So I decided to come over here and have a look at the doors and see if we can at least get the place lockable.
You just popped over since you're in the neighborhood?
Just swung over, you know. See if we can get the place lockable, see what the hell we can do with this sort of jank shit. So yeah, do you need your lawn mowed?
That's your opinion on the locks? Just
yeah.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But see, this door has enhanced safety systems.
Enhanced?
Enhanced safety systems because, okay, watch. It's secure,
yeah.
right? Okay,
yeah.
You can't, it locks, but you hit the bang bar out here,
and it's got a
and it stays, it's got a hold open system.
We call it a hold open feature.
Yeah, see, you can reset it.
Yeah.
But, and now this is where it gets really cool. Right on this door, do you know what this is?
No.
You grab this,
oh god.
Okay, it's a giant magnet. So if you need, like, if I don't know, if shit's going on, because these dump right to the river, they don't go through a treatment plant.
Okay.
So if there's like shit going on, we can just drop that right over that, and it's a big magnet and it seals it. So it keeps danger out of there, because that's our environmental system there. See, and that's part of the door. So it's the doors protecting the environment.
Comes with it.
We're saving the planet, yo. Man. Right there, with our doors. We're saving the planet.
Alright.
How many fucking doors you ever built did that? You don't got no planet-saving doors.
No.
You live in Australia where the planet's trying to kill you all the time.
That's right.
So, it's a great system. Look at that. That's heavy-duty boss there, welded up.
Decent.
Yeah, this is great shit, man.
Awesome. Yeah. How about the lawn mowing, huh?
The lawnmower isn't here. We gotta wait till Boden gets here.
That's okay. It should be fine. I will be doing some zooming around. As I said, feel free to put me to use for whatever today.
All right.
But otherwise, I'll be zooming around, getting information that I need.
So you arrived last night,
Yep.
late,
Yep.
after everything was already closed. We played with the camera for a while.
Yep. It is. It's about 12 o'clock at night for me.
But you slept, so you're cool.
Yes,
so what's your initial impressions of the lab?
Bearing in mind that I'm not normally one that gets freaked out by travel and stuff, so it is pretty much exactly as I expected it to be.
Yeah?
Sizing is comparable. For the perspective of the single point camera to your perspective, it's fine. Yeah.
Okay. I was just curious how it compared to what you'd see, because you watch all the blogs.
Within 15 minutes of turning up, we had explosions and destroying Lipton iced tea cans. So
yeah. Well, you showed up on the day that
unfortunately,
we got a
that's
high-speed
just to be
camera.
expected.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
So I've been wandering around looking at shit of like, what would, would this look cool in high-speed video? And I need to find a specific thing.
Okay.
I need a big planetary gear drive, so I gotta find one.
Yes.
What?
16.5 cubic yards, 2 trucks.
Cost?
I don't know, probably like 300 a truck.
Alright, 16.5 cubic yards. Alright, you're sure of that?
Yes.
Alright, cool. I'm trusting your numbers. That's about what I would expect, 2.5 trucks. Alright, 16.5 cubic yards. Alright, now we gotta go talk to Moose.
What's overage?
How much overage?
Like 10 or 50%.
That's, you just plan, they send extra or you buy extra?
Manufacture full trucks for 9 apiece.
Okay, so we just buy 2 full trucks and we're set. Alright. Well, the lawnmower isn't here. The rototiller wouldn't be here either. See, we can't store that shit here because of fire code, which is why we have to pave that out there so that we can build a tool shed so we have a place to put all the gas-powered tools safely. That's our recurring problem. Hey, the male's here. That's our female man.
When you say because of fire code, do you actually have a documented fire code? Is there
God,
something
yes.
that I can steal?
Yeah,
Cool.
it's free on the internet. They're happy to share it with anybody who
Excellent.
wants. Yeah.
I will have to look that up then.
I support this deeply. What'd you get for yards?
16.5.
That's exactly right. So we need to get 2 full trucks.
It's $2,130 from Consumers Concrete.
$2,000?
So I'm looking up some other choices.
Okay, do that. Fuck, $2,000? God, I'm old. I remember when it was like, because I was like, it's a couple $100. No big deal. That's a $500 problem in total. A couple $100 a truck. No, it's fucking $2 grand. Yeah.
Concrete.
Dog!
Dog is jumpy.
Dog is twitchy, yes. What you got? I know you got stuff. Is there anything viewer mail? Anything for me? Any airplane parts? Oh, hey, here.
Yes.
Ooh, it's from China.
Oh, that's adorable.
Freeze, print, and engrash.
You're welcome to open
These
it.
are rings.
It's not exciting.
It's rings. I'm guessing it's magnets or key rings or something like that. It just says ring. It's a camera.
It is.
Came in yesterday. I don't know anything about it.
Excellent.
But your security system got it, so you probably know something about it. Oh, hey, we got this shit here.
Not my thing.
Huh?
CCTV is not my thing.
All right. Well, we got this. Do you do alarm system stuff? All right. Well, come here. I got alarm system stuff you can fuck with. Because, man, when it comes to locks and security and alarm system, we are kitted out.
Yeah.
We are there. We got this.
Sweet.
Which is wired in, it's got power, it's ready to go, it has nothing else.
Do you have the Morse code interface? It would be a Morse code programming thing. Cool.
But
It's even got the key.
It's even got the key, and like the whole deal's here. It's got modules and shit in it, and I don't know anything about it. It's got power and nothing else, but it's a simplex 4020. It's
Okay.
pretty badass. It's
So-
enough to do the whole building.
Was it just bolted in and powered up?
It was bolted in and powered up.
It wasn't existing?
No,
Oh, no.
no, this building had nothing. Oh no, that's not true. The building had a fire alarm system. In 1/3 of it, and the entire control box was about this big,
Yeah.
and it was 50s vintage,
Yeah.
maybe 60s, and oh my god. Oh my god. It was fucking terrifying.
And it's gone?
Oh yeah, yeah, when we ripped out all the old original electric shit,
Yep.
that went in like the first week. It was total shit.
Okay.
What you got?
They're pretty.
What's pretty? You've got Jesus!
They're pretty.
Okay. You can turn them up, so you put the hole in the other end, sell them as Marilyn Manson things.
Oh,
They're glass!
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
I thought it was plastic, then they clinked. I was like, oh shit, they're glass.
They are.
What are you doing with
slippery.
these?
I had a commission.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Making some rosaries.
Okay. Just making rosaries. So this is boxy security
Yep.
stuff. Alright.
Cool.
I don't know, what do you want to...
Well, check out, see what sort of documentation I can grab on that too, folks.
Alright, come here. Huh? What?
The record for
Oh, fuck, yeah! Alright, let's show him.
Okay.
Alright, come here.
I was told don't touch that. Harvey.
Yes, Harvey's coming, don't touch that.
Okay.
So, first project for you is security access to the records room.
Do this without showing the printer.
Oh yeah, I can't show the printer in the blog because federal fucking statutes. Alright, we're not making that up. I'm not allowed to show the card printer in the blog because of federal, like, security shit. So, this is the records room.
Yep.
And it was once my office, once upon a time. It is completely fucked.
Yep.
Because we have to do a bunch of security to this so they can put the right things in here and take the wrong things out, and then this room gets ready. But this door needs card access, and she's going to give you the card access stuff, but it needs electric strike card access.
As soon as Jared gets here, I don't know where he put it.
Okay,
But in theory, we have all of the pieces.
Excellent.
so
Excellent.
yeah.
Not a problem at all.
That is the most secure room in the building. Well, now it's not, the vault is, but
When you say secure, do you mean people
I mean-
just accidentally walking in? Do you mean glass? Do you mean ceiling?
I mean people walking in.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's got a big glass window right there,
Yeah.
so yeah, a brick and you're in. But as far
I
as
have 8 weeks. You tell me. You tell me secure. It will be secure.
we come back and there's a 4-inch thick steel wall, and yeah, I'm okay with that.
Doesn't bother me at all. You tell me as far as you want, and I'll do it. Can be done.
Oh, I have dreams. What my goal is by the time you leave, card access everywhere works.
Well, right now we have the door to AV
Yep.
and this one.
Okay.
And my goal is that you teach somebody here how to properly install these things.
Yeah. best case scenario, the electronic strike should be at least capable of being set to fail secure. So without power, we can at least have a door shut and locked.
Okay.
So I can do most of the physical installation, the wiring, the programming, just like Linux. Get the hardware in, software, fuck, we can sort that out.
Yep.
And something that you should be aware of, fire code dictates that any door that is an egress point must be fail safe.
Okay.
Anything that is not an egress, like that one, can be fail secure.
And Moose can have you a copy of the fire code in 20 minutes, and you can study that and we can rock out, because we have to meet the local city fire ordinances, the state fire codes, and the federal fire codes, and then the specific federal fire codes for nonprofit educational organizations.
Cool.
And we have to do this, there's some stuff for schools.
The number of hoops is awesome.
That's okay.
It gets even better.
That was my specific
The
role.
local fire marshal is a friend, and the local fire captain. In fact, several at the captain level local fire department are friends, and they're in here all the time. So if you have any questions, they're very happy to help. This is an area where we're under a fucking huge microscope.
Yep.
So there are no corners cut.
No,
it has to be
that
by
was
the
my
book.
specific role where I was working. I need to know what hoops were and how to jump through them.
Yep.
And my role is to do it to code, regardless of what you ask.
No.
So my
actually,
role is do it to code, and if you say, nah, just dodge it,
No.
you.
I'm actually the other side of that.
Okay.
This is the geek group.
Yep.
This building is not a normal school. There's a fucking high voltage lab right there.
Cool.
Code is a floor.
Excellent.
Okay, if you build it to code, I will kill you. Code is a minimum.
Excellent.
We go way above and beyond.
Yep.
Like, code requires this entire building has 2 ground points. That room has a dozen.
Yep.
Code requires that on our typical 15 amp circuits, we have to use 14 gauge wire.
Yeah.
We go up a size. We use 12, which is good for 20 amp circuit. Everything code is a floor. Always go one step, at least one step up.
Definitely.
Which is why we have individual bonded out grounds on every single circuit in the building instead of daisy chaining grounds, because that's legal. You can, as long as they're all tied to ground, it's cool. We have individual grounds for every single circuit in the building.
But I'm entirely okay with taking code and going from there.
Yep, and so is our fire marshal, because, oh my god. That being said, we have all this awesome shit where we go way beyond code, and that's our fucking safety rail right now.
Hey, no one's fallen off it yet.
I gotta get a new one, but it turns out that shit ain't cheap. So that's my next phone call. Alright, you've got a project, you're cool. That dog needs a cookie.
Yes.
Okay. What?
How many bags of concrete do you think that is?
Oh, Jesus Christ, you don't want to buy that by the bag.
No, I was just curious.
Oh, a fuck of a lot. Like, we would have to rent a truck because Flatless can't take the weight.
Seriously, how many bags do you think it is?
How many bags of concrete? Well, there's 1.5 cubic foot per bag. I don't know, I'd have to math it, but it's a lot. It's a fuck of a lot. It is quite officially, that's how many bags it is. It's a fuck of a lot of bags of concrete.
993.
Yeah, there would be mutiny in moments. You show up with 1,000 bags of concrete and Batman, Bellatini, and Casey would instantly, like, mutiny.
It's more expensive than getting a truck.
Oh God, yes.
Not a lot more.
How much?
It's $3,000.
I'm surprised the difference is that small. But no, we're not doing that because, oh my God. All right.
I just wanted to be able to have a price reference.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, did you see what I printed yesterday?
What?
Of these and 100 of these.
Cool. That's excellent. And now I know where to find them.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, that's where our day passes and cash forms and waivers.
Okay, cool. All right. I'll be back.
Join us, please. Everybody gets a Sharpie. You must return them at the end of the activity.
It's arts and crafts. I'm okay with that.
Jerry, come join us. So I want all of you to help me do this. I would like you to sign your name on a card clearly, and then on another card, write thank you, and then on yet another card, write thank you with your name on it. It could be thank you from Will or something like that. Get a little creative. If you want to draw a little picture to go along with it, that's fine.
I'll draw that.
I have tons and tons of cards. If you need to use a couple to find a certain creative mojo, that's okay.
So it's signature, thank you, and then thank you from.
Yes.
But your signature has to be legible, yeah?
I'll do Comic Sans.
Do your best signature.
Guess my signature is not legible.
You're only allowed to have an illegible signature if you are educated to the postdoctoral level.
Or you're completely the other and just put an X.
Or if you sign things as frequently as I do.
My first name is really.
That's what I was saying. I was like, I sign a lot.
Or if I could try to get into the good job.
Trying again. Oh, we can practice?
You can practice!
I say we got an entire stack of
I
cards.
have literally thousands of index cards.
Literally.
Like at least 6,000.
It's a very Disney
And
thing.
they're also, you know, there's two sides.
Thank you.
No, it
It's
has
like
to be
a
one
Disney
sided
thing.
because I'm scanning
Type
them.
it.
All right.
Okay.
Joe!
What?
Joe, okay, look at your signature. Okay.
I can read it.
Michael J. Fox has a better signature than that. Now compare this to like, okay, that's a grown-up signature.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see yours. That's a signature of a 14-year-old girl. Okay. And that's a signature of like a legitimate artist. You
Okay.
would see that at the bottom of a painting.
Yeah.
Okay. This tells me you need to lower your caffeine intake. I worry about you.
Of course you did.
Gotta start taking barbiturates then.
Oh yes, that is totally acceptable.
How do you spell Donkashane?
Donkey shit. Just scribble it a little bit. Just type, just write out donkey shit. Scribble it a little bit with your signature. Nobody will tell. Hi, the Germans are here. She's gonna fucking gut me.
I will hand her the
Yay.
Those are rock dots. Those are rock dots.
Oh, that's so fun for us.
All right. Casey is the worst handwriting.
I don't know, I actually got mine on the table. Oh my god! This should be written in crayon.
The K should be
You
back.
don't sign things so much as Richter scale.
Yeah. I'll try that again.
During the writing portion of school, I broke my arm.
So the teacher passed you by your wall.
That's about as good as it's gonna get.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not too good with the whole signing thing.
To
To the point where I actually got mine
Yeah, my normal signature
stamped
is
in
just like,
in
because
my
I
wallet
sign
so I can figure out what the bloody hell it used to be.
like,
No one's gonna do bubble. But
Takes
letters.
way too long.
I want to do bubble.
there's a lot of letters in Christmas.
Okay.
Signature is supposed to be something that only you would recreate.
I can copy your signature.
Just turn it upside down.
You want to see me copy your signature?
Dude.
They use his left hand.
No. But he's right. Where the hell did you learn how to do that? Because that's something that normal people don't know. How to forge a signature properly. You turn it upside down. If you do it right side up, like if you try to do this, your brain reads it as words. If you turn it upside down, your brain reads it as a picture, and it's really easy to copy a picture.
If you want to copy somebody's signature with the right sets of the pen, you just take calligraphy lessons for 6 years.
No, is that all?
Also, that's simple.
Part of our lessons in calligraphy was copying other people's writing. Yay, thank you. That's all I need from you, so I'm right under business. Hello.
Yep.
Grab a visitor pass for everybody.
Visitors. Company.
So grab a visitor pass for everybody.
That would pass your credit card company.
Probably.
Oh, the credit card.
If you're looking at 100 of your signatures, you wouldn't be able to pick up the big one.
Pretty sure the credit card company will accept it.
And if you're ever wondering where I learned how to do that, all I'm going to ever say is Catholic school.
Never taught me to know that.
Wow, I'm pretty sure what you care about is you replaying your dead very slowly.
You good?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, they want you to dance.
Yay.
No.
So you're welcome to give them a tour. You're not here to touch anything. Okay.
Thank you for being my friend.
Just remember, no blue doors. Okay?
Alright, let's have this look.
Oh, that's a good one. Here, Moose.
Perfect, Batman.
Alright.
5 times. Alright, now what do I have to
Draw your.
Your pen did right on Batman.
Huh?
Your pen did right on Batman side.
No, I didn't actually try that. Big Y, small O, and big U.
Man, the cursive J is the biggest piece of shit here. What?
Oh, so Chris, you like my fancy results I made?
How's your good at
Say Z or G?
Z.
Yeah, cursive G is
Remember people works.
What fucking languages are you doing over here?
only one.
No, we've got Alvin, we've got...
It works just as
That's English. That's English. Alphabet is not language.
Oh.
Or in that case, Alameda is not language.
And then one of these says thank you.
See, that's a...
Oh, you want one in English that says thank you?
No, it's okay. I'm doing a word.
Okay, cool.
the Mighty Mighty Dragnet table works for me.
Yeah, these are crayon.
It works so well on wood.
Okay.
Let's see, it works.
Fuck,
What
it's not
we're trying
safe.
to do is see how well it lasts.
Ah, shit, I know this. I can't remember thinking
the
about it.
land machine thing. See if our air compressor can keep up with the machine and.
No, Spasiba
That's
is
the next
Russian.
question. We do it.
Yeah,
So
so
no
why
one
don't
can
you
say
get rid of
it's
line
flying
function?
off.
It is. It's Russian like.
Plastic.
Or you can plastic together.
Fuck, I can't remember. Alright, I did a thank you and I did my name.
No, I got, all I have is thank you.
And maybe we want to
And
try.
the one that just says thank you.
Use the word like supposed to just explain that. Swear. Might work.
That's Casey's.
Another thing to try is cleaning it and black rose and side and stuff like that.
Perfect. Okay, smile.
Alright, good.
No, yours are perfect.
So that's gonna be for like games and stuff?
Yeah! No, I'll use that for anybody from Australia, pretty much. Just, yeah.
We'll keep that in a special safe for the super donor.
So there we go. What you looking for?
Drop it down.
Oh, to move it?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know that you can.
Oh, come on.
I don't know. They don't let me touch these things.
They don't let you touch them?
No, this is woodworking.
Hi. we're trying to do is turn what was originally a chisel, that was then converted into a cold chisel, back into a chisel, stepping through a screwdriver as we go. So the back has to be flattened to Christ. I've removed about, what would you call it, about a 64th of an inch off the face.
You can use metric here. It's the geek group. It's allowed. Yeah.
We're
bilingual here in measurements.
We're going to flatten the back out. We're going to establish a primary bevel, stick a secondary back on, and then do the same for this one. Because you can do a really shitty job with a good tool, you cannot do a good job with a shitty tool.
He understands my pain for chisels.
I do.
Yeah.
What do you got?
This is the box for the cartridge and all the time.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm doing the exact same setup as we did in the studio, just
Okay.
slightly different because I'm dealing with drywall and wood instead of metal and concrete.
Cool.
Cool.
I'm gonna have to pick up one of the bigger boxes to put the cherry pie thing in, or raspberry. What are we using?
Raspberry Pi.
It's raspberry.
It's a Raspberry Pi.
My favorite.
I'll have a look at that lock set. I should be able to pull a cylinder out just so I get down to boys.
Okay.
I don't know if they're going to do it any cheaper.
I got rekeying kits. Was it you that sent them in?
No, it was, oh shit. No, different locksmith.
We have an actual locksmith, and I got pin sets. We can just have him rekey it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got a $500 lock that someone sent in with no keys.
Yep.
So
If we have a set of sample keys that I can key to, it shouldn't be a problem.
should be
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
We'll find out.
Excellent. I'll teach you how to repin with a big pen. So, what I should explain. You have three main components of a chisel. Backside, which should be damn near perfectly flat.
Go over here over the table.
Okay. Backside of your chisel, which should be flat at all times. Even when you're sharpening a chisel, you should be flattening the back. The more you do it on your stone, so it's just a case of rubbing it flat on your stone. The more you flatten the back out, the more mirror polished it'll be, and the easier it will be to make those push cuts. You have a primary bevel, which is going to be the sort of a longer slant, which will be this way. And then you have the secondary bevel, which will be a much shorter, much narrower, but a higher angle, and that's your actual cutting edge. If your primary bevel is too short, you'll have this really, really thick secondary bevel, which is this one, which is just a hell of a thing to sharpen. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to take it back to the bench grinder, take the primary bevel back, which will drop it in, and it'll actually shorten that secondary bevel up without taking the cutting edge off. That's a shape that even science doesn't know, man. You wouldn't have a wheel dresser around?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Any idea?
You got your radio on you?
Yes.
Well, ask Batman.
I'll go for it. I can do it.
Little blue handled thing.
Yeah. Squeals like a banshee.
I've never used one, so I don't know.
Oh, well, I will teach you how to use one.
Hey, Batman. Yeah. We need the wheel dresser for the grinder.
Should
be near.
There's I'll use it if it's around.
Yeah, I find that.
Problem is, it'll just eat your wheel up.
Go and dress the stone, and then the next day it'll be curved again. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's round. So, no, if you just want to come up here. So,
Yeah, the hell it up with my pen.
okay. So what I've done is I've ground back the primary bevel. Normally I go through with a couple of different passes. Because of the diameter of this wheel, it's fairly small. I come through with a pass here, and then another pass, and then another pass, and it gives me a wider surface. I'll go through and hit that on the linisher, and it'll flatten it out pretty quickly. And now you'll see I've got a much thinner secondary bevel. I'll probably take it even further just with the linisher, so that that secondary bevel is nice and small. It's strong, it's the tighter angle, but dress the tool up properly once. It'll work for your time, and then the 3, 4, 5 other times that the next person uses it, you just chuck it on a grinder, get it sharp, work it. Works great for you, but then the next guy has to chuck it on a grinder and get it sharp. So do it once, don't do it 15 times. But then, I stab people using my chisel. grab this one straight. No, it's on that line. Oh, so. The most important thing about that motion is not so much where this sits, because wherever it sits, if you hold it there long enough, it's going to create a flat. The most important part is where my fingers are and holding it consistent, because if I'm just sort of winging it, it's going to go everywhere and I'm going to change that angle. If I'm using this piece which is rigidly bolted to the sander, and I just figure out where I am, and it was the same on the bench grinder, figure out where your location is and where you're going to line up to the point. Use it as a reference, keep your angle consistent. I'm going to change to the secondary angle and just keep it consistent all the way along. You'll come out with something that looks alright. I think you've got a cover on the stone in the back there. So.
Sure.
I'll grab those. Sharpening chisels is like swinging cats. Everyone has their own separate opinions on it. Everyone is right. At the end of the day, you're making a sharp edge. It doesn't have to be rocket science. Personally, I prefer convex edges. Everyone else, if all you've got is a bench grind, you're going to have a concave edge. If all you've got a linear, it's going to be a flat edge. Doesn't overly matter. So, you want to come in this way. So what I do is a convex edge, which means the actual final cutting angle there, which once again I'll grab my pen, which is this bevel, which is actual cutting edge. it's going to have an arc downwards. The final edge is what we care about. The rest of it up top doesn't overly matter. The reason I do it that way is it's the same physics behind the tip of a Boeing 747. Snub nose has less resistance the further the air gets past it, whereas a concave edge gets harder and harder the further you're pushing it in. So it's a little bit counterintuitive when you think about it, but as you use the chisels, you find they actually cut deeper. And it makes it easy, because if you watch where my chisel starts, it's going to start up about that at the final angle that I want, but at the end here it's going to be a little bit lower, and it makes it so much easier. Instead of worrying about keeping it straight here and keeping it straight there, you're only worried about where you're returning to, and the rest of it is so much easier. Do this with sandpaper too. While you're working, you sort of want to try and move your cutting around the stone, because if you wear a nice little hole in Grandad's stone, he's going to stab you with the chisel that you just sharpened. So as long as you keep the movements consistent, you can sort of move all over the stone, and it evens out the wear just like you would on a bench grinder. All I'm really concerned about is keeping it rotationally straight, so keeping it straight from the orientation that I started, and making sure that the return is about the angle that I'm interested in. I can sort of flex it. It's not a critical science on that. It'll pretty much clean itself up. Cool. Now, do we have any leather around? Oh god. If anyone's concerned about what the marks are, I decided to play paintball before I came here and got destroyed. I was saying to Jerry when I got in the car, the guys in Australian Customs were like, what bloody hell happened to you, mate? And paintballing, because I've got them everywhere. I'm like, so what the bloody hell happened to you? No, paintball. He's like, oh, okay, no worries. Got to America, TSA, didn't give a shit. You got random ringworms or whatever the fuck they are. We're not good. So the process I'm doing with the leather belt is stropping, which is just going to clean the final burr off the edge. And the same with when you initially start sharpening your chisel, don't forget to do the back of the chisel.
Just giving it with his own mouth.
Yeah. Multifunction.
Yeah.
It's not quite there. Just a double.
The bitch is he's putting so much care into these chisels. I know as soon as they go back.
The next dude's going to be cutting rocks in half with them. Yeah.
That's okay. That is entirely okay.
We've got some better stones. Grab them.
That's right.
He saw the entire drawer.
Oh, okay.
This is entirely sufficient.
I'm gonna go to Home Depot and buy a box for the Raspberry Pi.
All right, cool.
Come on, come.
You want to go to Home Depot?
I've never been to Home Depot.
We're going to Home Depot.
Take them to
Shall we
Home
finish
Depot.
this?
Huh? Well, you
It's
can.
essentially the same idea.
Yeah,
Shall we finish this afterwards?
Yeah.
It's the same idea, pretty much.
All right.
Cool. I'll be back.
Did you see the nifty bolt I made for your camera stand?
Yeah, I used it last night.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah, that was
First
cool.
thing is, oh, that man loves us. It's got a wing nut.
Yes, you were admired.
That was entertaining, sitting there with this big ass, full 480 welder. I've burnt my hand a couple times.
It's art. Somebody has to suffer.
What was fun was grinding, because there was one side, I let the gun run a little too long, so it made this giant, like,
booger of a weld stick out of it, almost as tall as the bolt itself.
That's okay. Just weld that little
Then
tag on
just
there. That's your fault.
grind it up, but oh my gosh. It works. Alright. Makes it all pretty.
Door up a bit.
Square. About that much.
Yeah.
You don't drive very often.
Easy. I can get that. So what's in the box? It says dental medical. Sounds like fun. GRR. By air. Kansas City.
Nope, from Redmond, Washington.
Redmond. Oh, freight quotes in Kansas City?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you guys do here? We teach people about science and technology. This is a place where you can build anything you can imagine. You like robots?
Yeah.
You ever get to play with a giant 10-foot tall robot?
No.
There's one right there. You want to learn how to program it? Right there, a big orange thing. 10-foot tall industrial robot. Come here.
Oh, that's a robot.
Oh, we do all kinds of robots. Do I do like quadcopters or metalons or race cars or anything? This is a real serious. It's a real robot. This is the only place in the world where guys like you can walk in the door, sign up, be a member, and there's the books, there's a robot, start reading. Full CNC machine shop, full vehicle shop, like if you want to work on your car, there's a hoist right there. That's for you to put your car on and use. That's the idea. Every kind of workshop and lab you can imagine. Woodworking, metalworking, laser lab, computer lab, robotics lab, everything. Guys like you show up, sign up, it's $40 a month, it's cheaper than cable.
Yeah.
And get to tinker and play and build anything you want. How is this? Doesn't look dental.
No. Well, it could be. You never know.
I don't think so.
Well, it says dental, medical, or S. Whatever that means.
Huh, okay. I have no idea.
That's your copy anyhow.
Alright, thank you, sir.
Yep, yeah. So, you say you just come in and sign up and you can work on stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Interesting.
If you're interested, hey,
Get on the blog.
Can you take this gentleman up front, get him a brochure? You live around here? Yeah.
Cool.
Every Saturday at 12:30, we do a full public tour.
And a handbook.
So show up on time, 12:30 sharp. Takes about an hour or so. And we do a full Q&A at the end. You can ask any questions you want about anything. And you're welcome to bring 50 of your closest friends. Yeah.
Jerry's grabbing a brochure.
It is a gas chromatograph. It's a Hewlett-Packard 5890A gas chromatograph that appears to have seen better days. But we'll give it a shot. Thank you, sir. This isn't medical and dental, this is chemistry.
Classified as medical.
Yep. Alright. Well, I can go down to the chem lab. Cool. Alright. I have no idea who sent it. So, if you do, let me know.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
know
we
the
do.
gentleman's, Val.
We know who
Val,
sent it?
Val Ivanov.
Okay. Do you know something about this?
James was setting this up.
Ah, this is the things James set up.
And it
Okay.
just got.
And it only took 6 months. Okay, cool. We'll be back.
In doing so.
I've been working on trying to get us handrails.
Oh, okay. Any luck?
No.
No luck.
No luck at all. They're in Minnesota. They don't answer phones in Minnesota this week.
Smoke signals.
Good luck. It's Minnesota. It's a bit of a hike. So what'd you think of Home Depot?
It's the same as any of our box stores.
Okay.
I'm going to grab that sharpening stone, finish these off, start punching holes.
It's pretty if you don't know what the hell to do with it.
Circuit development.
What's up?
We're going to go look at the wall.
We want to figure out, do we want to put the big box down? Can we just leave it down low, or do we want to put it up high?
Huh?
I don't know.
No idea what the fuck they're talking about.
The big box that mounts the Raspberry Pi.
Oh!
Can we just leave it down lower? Do we want to try and run conduit out the window?
See, you say big box. And
Yeah, I'm like, what fucking...
Well, there's two boxes I gotta deal with. A small one and a big one. Small one's for the car gear, which just can go right here. And this one.
That's fine.
There? No.
No?
No, it's going up high.
Like over there?
It could go over there, yes. Yeah, you can't really put it behind a door, so it's gonna have to go up there.
yeah.
Or you can put it on the outside. Can't put it on the outside. It wouldn't be secure. Yeah. Yeah, can't put it. People hit that thing all the time. It'll suck. Put it up high.
No.
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 Well, the other issue we gotta deal with is how long the USB cable is on the card reader.
Why can't they put it up here?
There's no. Is there enough room?
I'm about to open this actually up because it's holding the cardboard box over there. Oh yeah, this thing is way smaller than the actual box.
Oh yeah, it'll totally fit. That'd be awesome. Yeah, right there. Fine.
It's just conduit goes right up.
Yep, nothing to it. Okay. Custom security system.
That's right.
Alright, so it's 13:31 hours.
Yep.
You have sharp chisels. You've been to Home Depot. You've
Yep.
experienced the joy of a big box store in America.
Oh, I'm a changed man. I'm a changed man. So yes, we have sharp chisels. Well, we have a thing which we're going to put in a hole. Main criteria for your electronic strike replacements will be height, where the bloody hell the latch is, and depth. So we need to find out where it stops here so that we can mount our strike in the same depth, so that we're catching in the right place.
Okay.
Currently this is set to fail safe, which means when power is disconnected, it's just going to open.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is flick it over to fail secure, so that I can have a rigid striking surface, so I can figure out where it's going to latch. Which with these ones is a nice little Phillips head.
So how do you change that over?
These ones just have a small solenoid inside, and thankfully they make it dumb enough that any old field technician can rip them apart and swap them out without pulling the whole thing apart.
I
So
see,
we're
it
gonna-
looks like two little spots. Do you just
Yeah.
loosen them, slide this down, and...
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So that's going to loosen the whole body. And we use a screwdriver to move the solenoid up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's tight.
They are rock simple. The guys who design these are really smart. The guys who install them, not so much. So, field change operation. so we no longer have a moving strike. So the recommendation will probably be about 1 mil. I don't know what that converts to in your archaic system, but we're going to have a difference. We're going to measure up to suit how that sits. The 1 millimeter difference allows for temperature differences in the door, warping.
We're going to have to find you a metric tape measure while you're here.
No, I believe there's one over near Jeff.
Yeah? Okay.
But that's okay. I don't use much by way of tape measures. I have a scale.
Oh, well, hey, shit.
Yeah. Prior to this, I've already marked location of the strike, so I know roughly where it sits height-wise. I have measured in for the depth, so we know how far it comes in, which is just those 2 little marks there. Then we're going to figure out where the heck this fits in relation to that. Screw up what I was doing. Now,
Hey, Batman?
what if he's got the box for this? Because there'll be a
Can you come to High Voltage Lab real quick?
Because if you've still got the box for this, there'll be a cut-in template for it. It'll make this a bit easier.
Well, he'll be here in a second.
Otherwise, we'll show you the hard way of doing it, which is you have the thing, make the hole. Which is not as uncommon as you think.
Alright, so what are you doing now?
So we're going to change the lock set out because this one's a large passage set. There's no point putting a stupidly complicated and expensive electronic system on there when you can just pull the handle down. So, aha! So we're going to fit a lockable lock on there and test that out. Go back into the original holes.
And you have to do this before you put the strike on?
Before I put the strike on, because this is a residential little strike.
Okay.
And it should be exactly the same as this in reference between the mounting holes and the surface of the strike. But because this one's sort of just been slammed in, it's going to go anyway, so we might as well do it before we start doing our markups and our measure-ups. And that way we're going to be measuring and cutting into suit what's actually going to be here. Thankfully most of this stuff is standardised. But
you know we have a drawer full of real screwdrivers.
I
you
do.
Can do. Okay.
I do know. But it's all the way down there.
Oh God, it's hard being you.
And this is not the first time I've done this. One of the single most useful tools that you can own as a locksmith. Failing that. Second most useful tool.
Pocket widget?
Yep. I didn't believe in them either until I had one.
I know where you've been shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not just for the,
There.
rip a package open. I use them to do all sorts. And yeah, it just sits in a pocket.
By the way, if you're a Geek Group staff member and you have ever received your Leatherman or flashlight on your first birthday here, you can thank this gentleman who has bought all of them.
That reminds me, I brought some with me.
Cool.
I
That had to be fun through customs.
Told you it was USA Customs, they didn't give a shit. No, I was cleaning out a cupboard and I found like 4 of them brand new sitting in there. Yeah. You are not the first people that I've said, no, fuck you, you need a real tool. Became a thing when I was starting as an apprentice.
So I want everybody to comment and tell us, do you think that Harvey should work here as a staff member of the Geek Group?
Oh God.
Move to the States?
You mean Batman would get a holiday?
I was thinking we'd make you head of security.
Okay. Can be done.
Because, it's kind of what you do.
It's sort of what I do.
And
Third most useful tool. It's a piece of pokey wire. Because every knob.
Pokey wire!
Pokey wire. It is a genuine piece of pokey wire. That's an 8-year-old piece of pokey wire.
Yeah?
They come with these. They're usually in the box. Every time you pull a knob set apart, there'll be a small little hole, or a lever set in this case. Small little hole that requires a small pokey wire. And when you do that 1,500 times a day, you carry the piece of pokey wire. Alright, so this is actually a
So where's the pokeware that came in that box?
Probably with where all the screws that came in that box.
Which are not in there?
And the keys that came in that box. They're not with us.
Why would they not be
I don't know, because people are assholes. Who knows? So, what we have is a residential cut-in. It's a standard 54mm hole saw here. Usually a 24 or 25mm hole saw through the guts. This is a commercial format. I think you guys refer to it as like a... You call it a grade 1 or something. ANSI have this weird reference system for them. I don't know, whatever. What it means is we've got 2 extra fixing holes. We'll have to punch through with a drill. There is a really complicated way of measuring where they go. But, because we're not complicated, we're going to grab our solution provider and mark where they go. It is really complicated. There is a really nice template that comes with them, and it'll give you a really good idea of where to cut them in. And you should always follow the template.
Except when you have a fucking huge mallet.
Exactly. Just 2 nice little indentations, exactly where we need to cut.
That's quality there.
Yep. Working with what I got. Working with what I got. So, I'm going to go and grab a drill and punch some holes through your door.
Alright.
Okay, that's going to be fun. Can do that.
Why not?
Yeah. That'll work.
It's the best place we could find to fit it because we gotta be within the reach of the USB cable.
Yep.
And we should be.
We're kind of tight in the AV wing.
We should be good on this one.
What are they? 2 meters? 3 meters?
So...
I think 2 meters.
Yeah, we'll just have a conduit. We'll have the... Well, I gotta figure out where I can mount the actual card reader box. Because I don't know. Do some exploratory drilling.
Drill a 1/4 inch hole, stick a piece of wire through there.
Well, it'll just be... I'm sure there's a stud here, so I gotta figure out where the stud, if it's double studded or not, is all I need to figure out.
Okay.
I think that's just a piece of wood.
I think it is.
It's like a 2x10 or whatever.
2x8.
That's funny.
You got some spares.
I got another locksmith in the blog. He's a really cool guy. He sends us stuff. He's got a very distinctive name, and I can't remember it off the top of my head.
He can probably help you out.
He sent in all the stuff for the lockpicking videos, which you could be producing while you're here.
Yeah, I was actually just talking about
You might get to shoot some studio videos.
Yeah. There should be a couple of sets of pics that I sent in.
Yeah.
Yep.
You sent in a little bit, and I think he's out of Texas.
Batman just showed me you've got a couple cutaway cylinders. An Everest cylinder.
Yeah, he sent in we got a box of really cool stuff that's just been waiting for us to have time to do video on it.
Excellent. Oh, God.
That's for drilling around corners.
Yep.
You just step that on. You put that on the floor. Step on it and roll. Bend it right back. No problem.
Bend it right back.
What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, fuck.
That never works.
That never works.
Never works.
Never works. Well, what's the worst case that's going to happen? It's a shitty drill bit that's going to break.
Stitches.
No, it's just a shitty drill bit that has no strength. Am I interrupting you?
I'm just trying to map out what I want.
Feel free to kick me out of your way. Pro tip, whenever you're working with anything to do with doors, never drill straight through in one hole. Because you are guaranteed to blow it out and then it just becomes everyone's fucking problem. You ever get that feeling you're being judged by 1,000 people?
You are.
I don't have that feeling.
It's okay. You just wait till you read the comments tomorrow about how you just fucked up that hole. How you did it all wrong.
Story of my life.
Totally used the wrong bit.
Yep.
You suck at your
Should have
job.
done it in reverse backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's and you're leaving shit on the floor. Doesn't meet fire code, building code.
Don't have keys for the locks.
Don't have
so
keys
if
for
we
the
shut
locks.
the door and then lock it, no one can get in. Yeah.
I said I wanted it to be a very secure room. That's
You asked for secure. Didn't say shit about access. Careful what you ask for. Now. Really, they don't have any segments. Sure.
yeah. I wake up every morning, have the entire internet tell me that I'm a complete fucking idiot, and like in the many reasons why.
Yep.
And that's just how I start every day. And everybody gives me shit for being an egotistical bastard.
Yeah, but those are two separate issues.
You can't have that big an ego and do that every morning.
I don't know if this is going to handle a 45mm door.
That'll fit.
No, you don't have any adjustment in this.
Adjustment for what? The thickness of the door?
Yeah.
Oh.
Usually these have a
Just use longer bolts. Just I got it all worked out here. It's no problem. Yeah, it's easy. Nothing to it.
No, I'm thinking once we get that on. I mean, you only need a handle on the outside, don't you?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
That's going to squeeze in, so we'll fit it up and see how it goes, and if it's not going to work, I'll swing up the road and grab one.
No, I got a plan.
You got a plan?
Yeah, I got a great plan.
Just stick someone on the inside every time you need to get in. He opens the door. Fuck yeah.
No. What you do is you get a big hole saw, the diameter of the outer ring, and you drill like a 1/4 inch deep,
I've worked with fuckers like you.
and chisel that out, and you just recess it right into. It'll fit great. There's nothing to it.
There might be reasons why 1,000 people tell you every day this. Might be a reason.
You're giving me shit, and you're the guy who just tried to straighten a fucking drill bit with a widgie bar.
I'll
okay?
have you know, I straightened the fucking drill bit with my widgie bar.
Oh yeah, it's perfectly straight.
Straighter than it
It's
was.
tip top.
Give me shit about straightening my fucking drill bits.
See, I've heard about Australian stereotypes, and you're living
Yeah.
up to all of them.
Excellent.
Like the guy in the boat
Yep.
with I think it was a Delta flight.
Right.
Dude's out in a boat off the coast of Australia somewhere,
Right.
and commercial airliners flying by, and the dude in the boat toggles his emergency beacon,
Right.
and the guy in the airplane, like this is a fucking commercial jet. All right, they're coming into Australia. They've been in the air for 3 weeks.
Yep.
because you have an idea of how long that flight is, right?
It's 4.5
They're
hours.
like 2 hours away from Australia, and the pilot picks up this beacon.
Yep.
So he does the absolute most epic thing ever. Tells everybody in the plane, hey, we're going to drop from 30,000 feet down to about 5,000 feet, and I need everybody to start looking out the side of the plane.
Yep.
And we think he's to the left.
Yep.
And they find him. They actually fucking find the guy, okay? He's been in a boat for like 8 or 9 days.
Yeah. It's a good fishing trip.
Yeah. But he's been adrift for 8 or 9 days. Like, he broke the mast off or some shit. So the dude's just been stuck in a boat for like a week, and he just turned the beacon on, like, that day. And I'm just...
1 day's into being stranded, he's gone, fuck, better tell someone I'm lost.
I'm just thinking for, like, he just spent a week going, oh, should be right, mate.
He spent a week getting through his beer, and then he's gone, oh, fuck, what is this thing? Oh, yeah, I better turn that on, yeah. Yep. Because when you're stuck in the middle of nowhere, and all you've got is beer and fishing gear, you don't want to come back.
No, you're just like, how is this a problem? This is all right.
It's only a problem when I run out of beer.
So when you turn that side's moving, but this side ain't moving.
Because they're independent.
Oh, it doesn't matter if this moves, it matters that that moves. So,
Correct.
you know, fuck it.
It's so that you can lock the outside, but your inside remains escape.
Okay.
The button only locks the outside, doesn't lock the inside.
Science happening there.
Oh, yeah. I can rip one apart and show you the internals of one if you're interested.
That might actually be an autopsy video there.
Yeah.
We won't do it one of ours. We'll borrow one off one of the neighbor buildings, but yeah, they got lots of them.
Yeah. Rip one out.
The fuck did you do?
Well, like I said, you've got some weird setups here, and I just realized that I mounted that.
You just put that backward? Okay, because I was like, why you can't put with the fins?
No. We use setups that actually have 4 different bolts. They have these 2 externals to comply with your fittings, and then they have 2 internals. But yeah, just fit it back. How'd we go? Is it gonna work?
I'm just still trying to match it.
Yeah, you got heaps of weird shit here.
Well, it's the geek group.
No, I mean in the States. Formats that we just don't use, like the door that leads into high voltage there, has an Adams right deadbolt, and we just don't use them. They're entirely specific to your country. They're like...
I don't really like them either.
No. You hear of them, they're sort of like that fantastical thing you hear of once or twice, like, oh, it was an Adams right cylinder on these weird ass imported like panic bars. They're everywhere here.
Well, see, you come here, work in the States, you get to really develop your skill set.
Work with weird shit.
Oh, hey, Australia, they drive on the left or the right?
We drive on the left, the correct side.
So you're going to have fun here for your first week.
But it's one of those things, you even notice that people just walking areas are on the wrong side as well, because they're used to driving on the side. Yeah.
It's gonna suck to get that USB cable through that. Let's see if it'll actually fit through this.
Remember, don't kink the cable. Minimum turn radius.
I know.
Okay, gotta be gentle. Gotta be gentle.
The other thing was, I think we had to whittle down the casing to the USB cable. Jesus.
Yeah.
Because it was so friggin' fat. That's a nice door now.
How do you find the OHTs? How do you find the OHT? The Leatherman?
Oh.
Does it work alright?
I forgot it's from HT. Yeah, it works great.
I fucking hate them. I just cannot stand them.
Why?
I don't like the tool selection.
Oh, okay.
I really don't. Like,
I carry one, but I
got the gimmick, and that was to meet a government contract. Like, oh, it's got a one-hand opening. But it's like, yeah, you can open it with one hand, but you break anything off, you use it with more than one hand.
So far it's been doing great for everything I need.
Yeah? Okay.
I like mine, it's just too heavy. I don't have enough has, so I carry the Skeletal.
Yep. Did you end up finding the other one? Did you lose it in the... I think you said you lost it in the van?
Yeah, I got it back. That's this one. It isn't another one. I got it back. Took a week, but I got it back.
So
I would just be easier to drill that out instead of whittling down.
I'm going to have to assume that the reason this was replaced was that internal spring has died.
That is kind of limp.
Yeah.
So we just did all that work for nothing?
No, it's still operational.
Okay.
It's fine.
It was one we got in the donation.
Yeah. Sorry?
Is it a pass-through?
It'll work. All I need is just the strike format so I can figure out my measurements.
Okay.
But it'll work. Because it's not a high usage door and it's not going to get smashed, it'll be fine. It will be fine.
And it's something we can easily replace later down the road.
Yep. Actually, that's probably what that is.
Maybe we kill
What?
the radio.
Okay. Extra parts. There's a heap of extra bolts, which I don't know what came from. No, well they don't seem to match in with anything here, but there's also a separate hub, which might be what we need. See? Where'd you buzz? I'm wondering. And that's why it was replaced. Because you got to think, if someone chucked it away, there's probably a good reason they chucked it away.
Welcome to our world. Everything in this building is donated by somebody. Most people don't send us new stuff.
Yep. Which means we get the challenge of fixing it.
Improvise,
Find
adapt, and overcome.
If it was truly properly fucked, or whether we can fix it.
Oh, there's the card. Need the card reader.
Card reader?
Sitting on the
That's
left
this
side.
thing.
On that one. Plenty. Lovely.
Okay, good news is, not fucked. Bad news is, 2 mistakes. You should totally sack this apprentice.
Oh, the comments that are coming. Because nobody watches it all the way through before they comment. They just start commenting when they see the fuck up, not when you fix it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep.
That's gonna look
okay.
really weird. That's gonna be the way it'll work. Just 2 of these right next to each other. So we learned the hard way last time. USB does not go through a bent conduit very well. You just go through natural, so you gotta use these.
They're called Jakes.
Yeah, they'll look a little weird right next to each other, but
It'll be alright.
Let's see if I got 2 more. Oh, we did that last time. I didn't really like that. We pretty much had to almost
Squish. So, turns out we just have random extra screws. Hi! Did you guys install the door?
No. Came with the building. Came with all kinds of free stuff.
Yeah? Free
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah, it came with about half the toilets.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's well, half you didn't have that.
The other half were just holes in the wall.
Oh, Australian toilet.
Yeah.
That man even found me a metricated bloody square. I was quite impressed with that. put that strike?
That one?
That one. Ah. So if we don't have the template, we're going to essentially eyeball it.
You think the template would be something they put into the PDF?
There is, but by the time you go through and print it out to scale, I'll have it installed, or at least marked out.
Is there any of your mail today? I don't think so. I can double check.
So what's on your list of things to do today, Chris?
Me? I'm working on handrail mainly.
Okay.
Next thing I got to do today is lunch. It's 2 o'clock.
Lots of phone calls?
Yeah, I spend a lot of my day on the phone. That doesn't make it in a blog. I spend a lot of my day on the phone.
Any decent handrail companies?
Yeah, I got one I want. I just need them to...
like pre-manufactured stuff or just a Boilermaker?
Well, it's stuff that... It's a little bit of both.
Okay.
Like, we'd have to assemble it.
Okay.
Oh, battery's going dead.
Oh no.
The world will just have to see this when it's all done.
Yep.
Okay.
It's all that basic shit they taught you in woodshop at school.
You had woodshop?
You don't have woodshop at school? Ah.
Well, we used to.
One of your country's backwards.
Tell me about it. It's one of the main reasons the geek group exists is because shop classes stopped existing.
Really?
Yeah, pretty much. There's a few left, but not many.
What the fuck do they teach you at school?
Nothing that you really need. Really. Like,
I was busy helping remember, so I don't think so.
now at school here you learn Venn diagrams, stuff like that. What you don't learn is how to get a mortgage, how to buy a car, how to buy a house, how to get a job. Some places teach you how to get a job, kind of, like how to do a resume.
Yeah, we've got this sneaky thing that I've just noticed coming through high schools in Australia. Because voting is, officially, if you listen to all the people that will tell you, officially voting is compulsory in Australia. Voting's compulsory if you enroll. Enrolling, however, is not compulsory. So they have this sneaky thing where they teach you how to fill out a voting enrollment form at school. It's like, yeah, no worries, we'll just get everyone to fill it out. It's like, no. I don't care what your swing is either way, but at least give them the real facts instead of, you should totally fill this form out. If you don't, we'll pass your grade. Yeah, we have full woodworking shops and stuff at most high schools.
We used to.
I mean, we had a couple
Some still do, but easily 90% of the shop classes in the U.S. don't exist anymore.
That's fucked.
We had metals, bricklaying,
Bricklaying?
nursing. Yeah.
Wow.
That's kind of cool.
It was mainly
Lego for adults.
It mainly existed to rent out the students to organizations for
Yeah.
money.
I said that to a bricklayer once. Bad idea.
Yeah, that's working for a living.
Yeah. I said, nah, the fucking bricklayer shit. It's Lego for adults. And he looked at me and went, yeah, I was a bricklayer for 8 years. Oh, shit.
Yeah, Josh was raised a bricklayer. His dad is a
Okay.
mason, like for reals.
Playing so much back.
Yeah, that's why he's built like a gorilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Guy writes grants.
Yeah.
All day, and he's like, oh.
Yeah, he's got muscles in his shit.
Hi. I want to go back that way. We got sharp poles over here.
Jerry, what could you be doing?
Getting lunch.
Go get lunch.
It's magic.
Go get lunch. He's gonna do it 100 times. You'll get to see it. We got lots of doors.
If you want to grab lunch, man, feel free to.
Lunch is on its way.
Mine takes approximately 13 seconds.
Yeah, I should let you do a whole blog bit on
How'd
soil.
you go with soil? I'm not too much of a preacher of it. It's your personal choice. But how'd you go with it? Did you just didn't like it?
I could not get past the flavor, but
Okay.
Jerry's working on some experiments with that, and I've been following along.
Yeah. See, I originally got into it with homebrew stuff, just DIY.
Okay.
So it was a case where I could experiment and go, wow, that week tasted like shit, and let's change some stuff up. But the reason I got into it was I've never really been a flavour person. Like, I don't go for really nice food. It's the same to me, regardless of what the quality of the food is. Like, to get the concept across to someone of, go to these 6 different places once a week to fuel your car up, and some days it'll go really well, and some days it'll be sluggish as a Christ. The idea, people just go, that's a stupid idea. Put a consistent quality level of fuel in it. But they don't do the same with food. So.
This is also exactly how he does it in steel doors, in case you're wondering. Same tools.
Actually, yeah. Yeah.
Just chisel your way in, steel door frames.
To be honest, yeah, I have a dedicated chisel for it. It has a much steeper grind. It's about a 60-degree grind. Yeah.
I want to see this.
Yeah. Steel, aluminium, anything. You're going to be surprised what you can chisel. The main difference with like your edges on your chisel, like the reason people go, oh, I sharpen it up and then it dulled really quickly. It's the quality of the finish. Like if you just grab it straight off the edge of a bench grinder, it's got a really coarse edge on it. And it's sharp until you hit anything with it. And then the edge breaks off and you've got a really dull edge. If you go through and polish it on sandpaper in between your stone and your leather, if you then just drop it on just a flat piece of sandpaper and do the same sharpening process, you end up with a really, really fine edge. And it'll last a fuck ton longer. Where have you got to get handrails for? Just that main stairwell?
A few places, but it starts with the stairwell.
Okay. I totally don't have safety glasses right there. I actually have safety contacts.
Oh, you're fine then.
Yep. get any more interesting ideas for your high speed?
I got a couple. I want to find a big planetary gear drive.
Okay. That's just cheating.
What?
I'll give you a cover plate. So you can sort of just slam it out. That's just cheating. I don't think we'll need it though. Do you even read like blog comments anymore?
Yeah, I read every single one.
I have an extension for Chrome, which every time I open a YouTube page, instead of displaying the YouTube comments, it displays comments from Reddit for anything that particular video's been linked on.
Okay.
A whole lot smarter comments. Actually get some interesting dialogue.
I don't usually post my blogs on Reddit.
That's probably why I don't see any of the comments anymore. You have different door frames than we do. The construction of this is completely different. Like here, this piece and that are one entire piece, and I'd assume that's probably the same.
It depends on if it's a prefab or what.
Yeah. Chippy's in Australia would just nail that on over the top. But it's all one piece. Alright. I think I'm gonna go grab a big ass spade bit. That's most of the intricate shit. Big ass spade bit.
Cool thing about moving art supplies, it's all light.
Yeah, he has a look at yours.
Yeah. Oh, she got lots of room. Okay.
That way up. Yep. What else is going to member supply?
I didn't get to go through this stuff yet, so this needs to go over there. That can go over there. I don't know what you guys want to do with this. I'm not tied to this at all. You want to keep it, go for it. Not here. Let's see what's in this one.
This should be more of those little cards.
Yeah, this can be donated. Alright, so put that back. So there's also this stuff that I have out here. This can all go into member supply, these bags. I don't know what the heck's up with that.
Okay.
The
I'll
bags.
take the bags. You grab from the bottom. Oh yeah. Not enough bag. 20 pounds of shit in a 10 pound bag.
Alright, seeking things for members.
Okay, and other things too, like all this is Christmas stuff. This can all go to the donation zone.
Okay.
In the MDH place or in the back?
Yeah, MDH is fine.
Bay 2? More
Huh?
Bay 2?
Yeah, Bay 2 would be fine.
Is this where we go when we get in trouble?
That's for the bad people.
Do you know what Bay 1 is?
Is it a donation or?
Yes. This is member supply. So member supply. This is fit.
All right, I would put it in member supply.
Okay.
Member supply. You tell me what to stop.
That's good.
If you find this useful, you can keep it. If not, I don't want it.
I do not have a use for it.
What is it?
It's a paper cutter without the blade part.
Oh, so it's a paper cutter that doesn't cut.
Yeah.
It's just a straight edge, really.
It's a simplex match cutter.
I have a mat cutter.
Cool.
Do you want it?
I have no use for it. It's a,
Okay.
send this up to Batman and just put this in the MDH. Put it next to, like, lean it against a Jeff cage. I'll take the straight edge off it. We'll throw the wooden part away, but the straight edge we can use.
Recycle. Any use for a million straps?
Kind of straps.
Heavy duty ones?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
What's up with the stuff that's on the stairs?
Battery box,
That
top,
is
bottom.
zoning.
Everything that's upstairs
Huh.
goes to day 2.
Battery box set. That's kind of cool. Yeah, we'll keep these.
And I'm
Put them in member supply. Not in the art part of member supply, but put them in member supply. That's actually really useful.
Okay.